Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. How are you? How is January going for you so far? We're just over 2 weeks at this point. It's probably 3 weeks now that you're watching this. 3 weeks in to 2022, and whether you've jumped right into your goals or simply haven't set any goals, I want to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be. I know society puts this immense pressure on us at the start of a new year, and I understand how exhausting that can be. Historically, I've always loved setting goals and intentions at the start of the new year. And recently I got to thinking, why? Why do I like setting goals and other people don't? What motivates me and gets me excited to set goals? I love the idea of fresh starts. Whether it's the beginning of a new day, week, month, or year, I always feel like fresh starts make me feel like there's so much possibility, so much that could be in my life. And that's what gets me excited and allows me to dream. When I give myself the space to dream, that is, thinking of possible things I'd like to do or achieve or feel, without any commitment or strings attached, I feel like I can explore parts of myself that I may have blocked off in the past because I wasn't giving myself the space to even consider those things as an option. When I allow myself to dream, I feel like I'm giving myself permission to breathe. After dreaming, I get into planning mode. During this phase, it's when I've picked my dreams that I want to commit to and work towards achieving. Some dreams don't make it into this phase, and that's okay. I either pocket them for later and maybe revisit them in the future, or they continue on their journey to somebody else who's a better fit in this time and place. My intention for January was to focus on establishing new habits and routines for myself. By eliminating strict commitments, I've given myself space, both in my calendar and in my head, to try new things and see what works and what doesn't. A lot of my goals and habits for this month are activities that I've already established as a habit or routine in the past, and it's become part of my daily rhythm and schedule. For instance, publishing one YouTube video every Friday, reading 4 to 5 books a month, doing my weekend Bible study, expressing gratitude daily in my journal, and so forth. The first big goal is creating and incorporating a language learning routine into my life. I want to teach myself Spanish, and I share my reasoning for why in my 2022 goal setting video, so I'll direct you there if you're curious as to why I'm learning Spanish. Learning a language is not an easy task for me. I took German in college, and having the structure and urgency of a college curriculum helped while I was in college, but many years later, I can't say I can speak the language fluently. I'm a firm believer that in order to learn a language, you need a combination of traditional teaching methods, but also having everyday conversations and speaking the language and practicing it.
Vosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes, soy, eres, es, sois, son. Now, any chance you get while you're riding in the car or you're sitting at dinner?
Since I'm a beginner with Spanish, I knew I needed to create a self-study plan to create weekly and daily habits so I would be learning and actively practicing the language on a regular basis. Since January is my month to experiment and try adding new routines into my life, I've carved out Saturdays to spend 45 to 60 minutes on a designated lesson plan. Right now, I'm just taking lessons on YouTube and kind of just going with the flow with that until I have a better idea of what my lesson plan should look like. Beyond that weekly course schedule, I'm also going into my phone and using Duolingo pretty much every day. I have skipped a few days, actually only skipped one day last week, and trying to do that before bed.
¿Tú comes manzanas?
La leche.
Now that I've created a weekly lesson plan and carved out time every week to do a lesson, I want to start creating homework assignments for myself and working on those throughout the week. So what I've done is put those tasks that would be considered my language homework and putting it on a post-it note, and then putting that post-it note on a bulletin board so it's in front of me and I see it. And then to ensure that I actually do my homework, I need to make time for those tasks, which means adding them into my schedule and putting them in my planner and then actually doing the work. Another big goal for this year is to cultivate my creativity and improve my drawing skills. So if we look at this, my overarching yearly goal is to cultivate my creativity, but this is more of an intention or guidepost. Every quarter or month, I can create more concrete goals that revolves around this intention, such as completing a course or creating a piece of artwork. I'm still keeping an open mind when it comes to these types of goals, and for January, I've created a monthly goal to just practice drawing at least once a week. Again, this month is about experimenting and establishing new habits and routines. I wanted to give myself enough space and flexibility to work towards this goal without any strict commitments on myself, which in the past have derailed me from making any progress and keeping up motivation. Knowing what my monthly goal is, which is to draw at least once a week, I needed to then carve out time into my schedule to actually do the work. And that's when the power of rituals and habits come into play. I've decided to spend longer periods of time drawing on the weekends, similar to when I practice Spanish. Right now, I'm feeling drawn to draw like on Friday night after work, or sometimes on Saturdays, like Saturday morning or the afternoon. Really, I'm just trying to be open and flexible and just letting the creative spark hit me while still knowing at some point once a week I want to practice drawing. Since I'm not doing any type of class right now, I am working through a drawing book that is called 50 Ways to Draw Your Beautiful Ordinary Life, which I heard about from Morgan Long, whose channel I will link down below. Right now, I'm trying to develop my style of drawing, and I think trying to draw different things is helping me learn what I like drawing and what I don't like drawing, and also what I'm good at drawing. I think next month I'm going to try a Skillshare class to give myself a more rigorous but encouraging structure, and I think that will allow me to not only draw more but develop my skill a lot quicker. Something I'd like to work into my schedule is having creative morning time, which for me looks like 30 to 60 minutes of time before I start my workday to work on creative projects. On Friday this month, I woke up at 4 a.m. buzzing with creative ideas, and after lying in bed for nearly an hour, unable to fall back asleep, I decided to get up and start my day. I was scheduled to work that day at 10 a.m., but since I was up so early, I had nearly 4 hours of time all to myself to work purely on whatever I wanted to do. So I was like, let's do a little creative morning session, and I got to work on a YouTube video and do some doodles, and I actually drew something I was super proud of. And it was such a great little morning that I want to incorporate into my schedule more often. Now, I know waking up at 4 a.m. is not sustainable, especially for me, who does not like to get out of bed in the morning. And on that particular day, I only got 4 hours of sleep. So, yeah, clearly not a sustainable habit for me. Clearly, I would go to bed earlier and probably not wake up at 4 a.m., maybe like 6:30 a.m. But the thing I'm trying to drive home is that it taught me that if I am passionate about something, I will try my best to make time for it and wake up and get out of bed for it. So as I move into February, I like to develop a creative morning routine where it just comes naturally to me to wake up early in order to be creative. Right now, I have to schedule that, make time for it, track it, and those little things are going to maybe, hopefully, get me to make it a habit. So, in conclusion, in summary, the point I'm trying to drive home in this video is that if you are trying to figure out how to reach your goals, achieve your goals this year, and really any goal doesn't have to be a yearly one, it ultimately comes down to creating and maintaining habits and routines. And in my opinion, once you nail down a routine and or habit that automatically gets you not even thinking about the tasks that you need to do in order to reach your goal, you just automatically do them, you will have a much higher success rate in terms of one, showing up to work on your goal, two, not talking yourself out of what needs to be done, and three, making that little by little progress in order to achieve your goal. It's important to give yourself grace as you start working on new goals, especially things that are completely out of your comfort zone and originally started out as a wild dream that you fully committed to. And remember, it's going to take some time to experiment and figure out what you have time for, your capacity for it, how you will fit time into your schedule for it, and more importantly, if you're passionate about the goal that you're working towards. Because if you're not passionate about your goal, you're not going to want to wake up early or stay up late for it, and eventually you will lose steam and just not reach your goal. Which, by the way, it's okay to stop working on a goal. It's okay to not reach a goal. It's okay to quit your goal. You have my full permission to stop working on something that doesn't light you up, because where's the joy in that? Friends, please let me know how your goals and intentions are going in the comments down below. How is January? How has the beginning of the new year been for you? I'd love to hear how you're doing, and make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you are not already subscribed, hit the like button, because I never ask people to hit the like button, so why not? And I will see you in the next video.